People, of course, might be feeling unsettled by Saturday's shooting, and the experts say the best thing to do is to talk about it, especially if your children have questions, but let them lead the way. John Shumway is live now in Squirrel Hill to explain a little bit more about this. John?
Yeah, and we've been seeing a steady stream of people coming here to the Tree of Life, to the memorial across the street. And they tend to stand for a while in one spot and then slowly gravitate down the row along the different Stars of David and the names of the 11 victims. They come with questions, as we all do, why this would happen. But when you get that question at home and it comes from your child, what do you do? The images came at us fast on Saturday and continue to come.
Some pretty bad things can be shown, and I think it's particularly important for younger kids not to have exposure to that.
Child and adolescent psychiatrist Dr. Gary Swanson understands the unsettling nature of these past few days to all of us and the effect on our kids all the way up to teens.
Oftentimes they'll pick up on your emotions. If you're a little bit anxious or distressed by it, then they think, oh, I don't want to upset them, so I'm not going to ask a question either. And that sort of perpetuates this round of silence where nobody's talking about things.
Dr. Swanson says your teenager can understand more than you might think.
But I think you should always be prepared to start the conversation. It's the adult job to be the adult in this setting. And if there's something on TV and your teenager's watching it, you can certainly start off by saying, do you have any questions about that?
Can parents over-answer a question?
Yes, I think that's one of the, you want to answer the questions that the child asks you, and then stop there and see what the next question is. So if the child says, why does this happen? I think you have a number of different answers. Well, son, sometimes people do bad things. That's the way people are sometimes. Okay, that's answered that question. It hasn't gone any further than that.
Children might also have reservations about going to synagogue or even to church.
But I think it's going to be part of deal with, and if you're a parent, you should be aware that your kids may be nervous and anxious about that.
So reassurance is the job. And Dr. Swanson says we all need to emphasize to our kids how truly rare Saturday's attack was.
Churches, synagogues, places of worship are and have been a safe place to be. That's not really any different today than it was yesterday.
Yeah, and Dr. Swanson went on to add that it's okay sometimes to say to a child who's asking you a question that you don't have the answer, that you don't really know, but to reassure them that you are going to take care of them no matter what comes. And interestingly enough, as we're standing here with this scene behind me and people coming, mourners coming to pay their respects, behind the camera and down the street, we're seeing evidence of little ghosts and goblins coming out, trick-or-treating in Squirrel Hill. It's underway. Live in Squirrel Hill, John Shumway, KDKA-TV News.